Election day is July the 15th, a Tuesday. It's an open primary. This race will be decided for the general election in this primary, so if you're interested in this race, you'll want to pick a Democratic ballot. Also, you can start early voting over on Memorial Drive as early as the 8th of July. What, as County Commission CEO, will you do to improve overall service delivery so that the kind of frustration felt by the residents and citizens of Dunwoody does not lead other unincorporated municipalities in the county to secede from the county?
I'm glad y'all asked this question. If I was Dunwoody, I would be number one to want to lead. If you pair me up with somebody who make poor choices, who won't deal with crime, who won't handle their business, I want to create my own city. Let me tell you when it comes to Dunwoody. I want to say to Dunwoody tonight that I don't think you all realize what you're getting into. I think the rest of DeKalb going to end up spending anywhere from 25% to 50%, and I think Dunwoody going to end up paying more. This here is going to be in progress when I'm elected. I'm going to do everything I can, and you all not prepared for this. You all not prepared. I can't say with a certainty that your tax is going to double. But I believe because of the gas, I believe because of all the salary increases that we need to give to retain the policemen and everybody, we 800 policemen short. You all, we got a crisis coming. And we don't need anybody who's going to get up and talk like they can move heaven and the other place and they haven't done anything for the bid. Thank you so much.
Let me first of all say that it is very difficult to say all that one needs to say in a 90-second soundbite. And so I want to add, with regard to the ability to manage a government in a professional way, I want to also add that I've got a degree in finance and economics from the Wharton School, that I have a law degree from the University of Texas School of Law. So I've got a background in finance and economics. I've heard it said something about one of the candidates about managing $1 billion budget. The DeKalb County budget averages $3 billion a year. It's a big budget. This is a big operation. We're going to the polls on July 15th to hire a CEO, a Chief Executive Officer. And so we need somebody who's capable and able to do that. Sometimes I think when it comes to service delivery, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And when I talk about running and embracing government, first of all, we got to make sure that we're connecting with our cities in a way that makes people not want to sever themselves from county government. Now, everybody has a right to form an added layer of government if that's what they want to do. But I've got a history of working with our cities. You ask the mayors around DeKalb County, when they had issues with regard to how county government was treating them, and they weren't getting a voice from the county's administration, they came to Burrell Ellis. And I brought them before the Board of Commissioners, and we're working to resolve those issues. That's the kind of CEO I'll be. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to say that in regards to potential succession, as we see now with the city of Dunwoody, that for the life of me, I can't understand why, in these days when the economy is a little bit in flux, and a lot in flux, and when services are being delivered to a community, we have pristine services being delivered to a community known as Dunwoody. Very proud of the Leon Leviton Park, multi-million-dollar park. They always in Dunwoody praise our police department. We often get comments about, if you look at the streets are clean. But everyone has the right to choose how they wish to live, to govern, and to do whatever they wish to do. But in these days of consolidation, in a fiscally conservative environment, when we have more regionalization, more working together, we indeed have to continue to work on human communication. This is nothing different than what I did during the Olympics when I was director of community relations and had to work with every single community from Gainesville to Summerhill, every single constituency from those who had disabilities and others. So when there's an opportunity for someone to succeed and for taxes to be raised in unincorporated DeKalb, in the city of Dunwoody, and on top of that, because they're going to be a new city, they won't be able to share in that host tax property relief, and also they might get a millage rate increase should that have to occur. Thank you.
Miles' mantra, ladies and gentlemen, is putting unity back in community. And I am humbled to say that I am the only CEO candidate who went to Dunwoody to find out just what is it that would make them want to leave. Heretofore, it had not been done. None of our elected officials had gone to see. We'd only talked about, in a broad sense, how much money it was going to cost us. Ladies and gentlemen, Dunwoody wants the same thing that we want all over DeKalb County. They want better police. They want code enforcement. They want zoning. That's what they want to control. They want to control their parks and recreation, and they also want to control roads. That's no different than anyone else wants in DeKalb County. And when you travel the length and breadth of the county, you find that people do indeed want the very same things. Obviously, something is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. We need a change. Flowery words, beautiful rhetoric, touting our credentials and what we think about and what we've earned and what we've done. We obviously haven't done the people's business in DeKalb County, or we would not be in the sorry shape that we're in. We would not be 800 police officers short. We would not have parks that are in such a sorry state when we've had 2 bond referendums giving multi-millions of dollars, and yet we see our parks in the sorry shape that we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's about communication, but it's also about ethics and integrity and character and doing what needs to be done for the people of this great county, not just certain sections.